It's Kambada, the shaman, the god, the crack baby. And right now you're tuned in to Kofi's Universe, the #1 and most truest source for hip-hop news, reaction videos, sports, black culture, and much, much more. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button now. Bada.
YouTube salute. Busta Rhymes has shut down the suggestion that older rappers don't respect the younger generation of artists. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. And if you have any hip hop rap articles, any news you want to shoot to me, anything you want me to review, an album, a single, you want me to do a short about it, please send it to my DM, my IG direct message. The information's in the description. Let's listen to this audio.
Never gonna listen to the narrative of the elder statesmen or the older MCs don't really respect what the new guys is doing. That shit is bullshit. Speaking for myself and the type of artists that I surround myself with, we don't feel like that. We don't move like that. When we was young artists, we wanted the big dudes to put their arms around us and give us game. Chuck D gave me my name. Big Daddy Kane used to let me come to his crib. He put me on his albums. De La Soul, they did the same shit for us. I feel like it's only right that we do the same shit for the next generation of motherfuckers, especially if they dope. And I'm a fan of a lot of these new artists. And I want to work with them because they still inspiring me to want to go in the studio and stay razor blade sharp with my shit. And I see a lot of them paying homage. There's a lot of motherfuckers walking around with their hairstyles like how I used to wear it with my dreads. I just want to make sure that they know we're not only here to give them the answers and the mentorship and the guidance and the information. I also want them to know we love them too. We're fans of what they're doing. We see y'all paying homage. And we want y'all to know we paying homage to y'all too. Never.
Okay. If you want to check out the full interview, please, you can go to the Diary of a CEO podcast. That's British entrepreneur Stephen Bartlett. All right, so you heard what he said. How do I feel about that? I agree. Older rappers, they do respect the younger generation. See, people generalize that like, oh, they don't respect the younger generation, and the younger generation don't respect the older rappers. Now, there are some younger rappers who don't respect the older generation and vice versa. But I don't think it's like as a collective. It's more like an individual. Like they don't like if that artist is doing that or yada yada yada. I remember back in the day hearing certain rappers like this showing love, like Nas, showing love to Slick Rick, Cool G Rap, Rakim. This is when I was like in middle school. You know, Wu-Tang giving love and respect to NWA. You know, all the artists like that. The Ghetto Boys, they was getting love from artists from the West Coast and the East Coast. Ice Cube respecting Chuck D. For real. Chuck D inspired him for his first studio album. A lot of people don't realize that. You know, the list goes on and on and on. Jay-Z being, you know, like he said, rapping like G-Rap in his prime. A lot of people don't realize that. Big Pun was inspired by G-Rap. A lot of people don't understand is like, you know, that was that generation. This generation now, who inspires who? I mean, there's people like Vince Staples said DJ Quick inspired him, and I can understand that because of, you know, being an LA County native, Compton, Long Beach area. You know what I'm saying? That's close. That's right next to each other. That's like, you know, neighbors. Benny saying Jay-Z inspired him. You know, Conway singing Nas, and you know, there's people out there that said they had they was inspired by like Eminem inspired them or Redman inspired them, which is true. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish that we can bridge this gap. I mean, because at the end of the day, there's always going to be somebody you're going to look up to. And that's like sports, you know, boxers. Chance Crawford said he was inspired by like Mayweather. He was inspired by like Sweet Pea, Pernell Whitaker. Mike Tyson was inspired by, just like the heavyweights that came before him, Joe Louis and those fighters, Ali. You know, Hopkins was inspired by like the old school fighters. You know, even we go to sports. Everybody was inspired by somebody. Iverson was inspired by Jordan, Isaiah Thomas. You see what I'm saying? receivers. Randy Moss inspired by Jerry Rice and other receivers. So, I mean, to me, I just feel like we can't just assume because a lot of these rappers we see we see they're not giving up the love for hip hop. Like, oh, they ain't maybe having these artists maybe feature on their album. Doesn't mean they don't respect them. But J.Cole, he's a hip hop student, and he's going to definitely give love and respect to the old school. Kendrick Lamar, that's another person right there that's going to give love. JID is another person. So the list goes on and on and on, but I'm glad Busta Rhymes clarified that, but some people are going to still attack Busta Rhymes and say that's not true. But I want to hear from the people. I want to hear from the community. What do you think? Do you think the older generation respects the younger generation, or do you think the younger generation respects the older generation? Why or why not? Leave it in the comment section. Post your comments below. Hope smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you want to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon. Patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, everything's in the description. Until next time, salute.